We have Joshua, the account manager from Synergita. He will be sharing with you a little bit more on Synergita, and also how you can unleash your employees' full potential, at the same time increase the stickiness between the employees and also the management. And he will also be sharing a little bit more on the partnership between JustLogin. All right, Joshua, over to you.
Thank you so much, Patricia. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. It's been an honor to be able to share with you our solutions. Great, thank you for JustLogin for organizing this event. I'm Joshua, an account manager with Synergita. Just a quick overview of what Synergita is able to do. So we are a continuous employee performance and engagement software. We have more than 200,000 trusted users, more than 1 million performance reviews conducted, and more than 2.2 million goals and competencies managed. Okay, we are award-winning. We have Microsoft Code of Honor Award. We have also the Codes Award, as well as, I think most of us are familiar with, also the Asia's Human Resource Vendors Award. All right. So these are some examples of our customers. Some examples of our customers are global as well as in Singapore. So I believe you are, maybe some of you might be able to recognize the brands here. So we have people like NTUC, Learning Hub, Home Team NS. We have Chris Shop also as well that are also using our software. Right? So what can you do with Synergita? So there are, first of all, Synergita is designed, right, that is very simple, very easy to use. There's no need for additional training for the end users. So our objective here is to enable JustLogin clients, okay, such as yourself, to unleash employees' potential through continuous performance and engagement. We have very strong partnership with JustLogin, to whom we engage a lot of their customers as well. So Synergita is, we have this suite of functionalities. So as you can see, we'll go from the top. We have goals management. So where the employees can set their goals, things like their KPI or OKR, which I'll go through and show you in a little bit. Okay, we have ongoing feedback and recognition. This actually enables a certain level of engagement where you do not need to wait until the end of the year for an appraisal, where as and when there is some type of feedback that is to be given to one of your team members, it can be recorded, right? So it's an ad hoc basis. So this actually helps to promote ongoing feedback and recognition culture in your company. All right. We also automate your performance and appraisal reviews. We have a 360-degree feedback engine inside our system as well. So this allows not just only the managers and the employees to give themselves rating, but more so even the peers as well, or even other co-managers. So you have a 360-degree form of feedback. So this is actually very powerful because a lot of people actually even use this as a prelude to their training, right? So they can assess what other people think about them, 360-degree feedback before they actually go for the actual training itself. It makes it a lot more powerful, right? Like they get feedback even before they actually go for training, and they get to understand more about what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, and how they can actually go about improving themselves. So next we have e-communication. We have core value rating also as well. And lastly, we have engagement surveys. So like a pulse survey to be able to figure out what are your employees feeling at that point of time. How are they proud to be part of the company? How do they feel about what the company and their relationship is with the company, right? So this actually helps to drive a more engaged culture. This helps the HR a lot in terms of like time saving, in terms of attrition, right? So this actually really helps also with the training and how to upgrade your employees to the next level, right? So without further ado, I'll jump right very quickly into our software. So all right, over here, I believe this is a very familiar page that you guys have seen using the JustLogin, right? So over here, in order to go to our performance management module, all you need to do is go under here. There is a settings, which you can then select. Under third-party apps, you will see our Synergita performance and engagement module over here. All right. So once after you click into it, a single sign-on will happen, and you will be logged in directly into our system without having to remember 2 sets of different passwords.
Joshua, sorry for disturbance. You are still on the slide.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, so sorry, let me just go back a little bit. Okay, so over here where you will be able to see, are you able to see the screen now, right? I'm so sorry. So over here, you will, this is a very familiar page that we are all very familiar with. We have the JustLogin page. Once after you are logged in order to get to our performance system, you will be able to go to My Settings, and under My Settings, you have the third-party apps. You select this button and you will be able to be brought over to our web page. All right. So this is how the web page actually looks like. So a very quick brief overview, right? So you have the dashboard where you will be able to see things like very critical performance information right at a glance, right? So you have feedback status, things like that. All right. So I know in the interest of time, there are a lot of things that I would really love to show you. However, in the interest of time, I will showcase 3 key functionalities of our software. Okay, so for anybody who would like to see a more detailed demo, I will share my contact details at the end of the presentation. So along the way, if you have any questions, you can feel free to post it in the Q&A. My colleagues Shankar and Binu will be able to help you also as well. Okay, so the 3 main key functionalities that we'll be sharing today would be the goal settings. Okay, a lot of people love to see the performance appraisal, and lastly, the continuous feedback. All right, so let me quickly go into my teams. So this is a very quick page where the employees and the managers will be able to see people in their team. A very quick overview of very easily you can access their performance and see their continuous feedback. All right. So let me quickly go to my performance where we can have a look at the goal settings. Okay, so this is the performance page. This is all complete performance related things are located at this one button itself, right? So it's very simple, very easy to use, all right? So you have my goals and competencies. So we support 2 different types of goal settings. One is the KPI portion. Another one is something that's new, which is the OKR, all right? So in the OKR, which is objective and key results, will be shown here. So let's say, for example, the employee, they can actually update their goals and set their goals over here. They can obtain certain key results and complete their objectives. All right. And we have the KPI. So employees themselves can come in and have a look at their KPI and how they have achieved it along the way. All right. So next, I will move on to the appraisal form, how the appraisal form will look like. So during the appraisal end of the year, you have the appraisal form, you have your KPI, your OKR, all right, and also you have your competencies. So we are proud to say that Synergita is actually WSG competency framework ready. So which means that you are able to pull information from the WSG framework to fit into your employees. So employees can actually use the framework that the WSG competency framework has already set up for. Okay, so we are definitely ready for that as well. And this is how the performance appraisal review will look like. People can set their rating. And don't worry, this is just an example. You can configure the form and the questions to how you like it as well. And lastly, I'll move on to the engagement portion, which is the continuous feedback. All right. So the continuous feedback, you think of it a little bit like your Facebook wall, okay, where we can post to one another for some form of feedback, some form of recognition, some form of awards, right? So very quickly, let's say I would like to give an award to one of my employees. Let's select over here. Let's say, so you have multiple different categories which you can configure. So you have an appreciation. You can have an award also as well. Let's say, for example, Employee of the Month. You can then link it to some type of points that they can actually exchange for a reward, maybe like an NTUC voucher, Starbucks voucher, what have you, right? They can key in their comments as well as upload the file. All right, so this information is actually all collected and will be shown during their performance appraisal. So you can have a full overview of what the appraisal, the performance of this employee is. So you don't need to wait until the end of the year. All this information is collected, so you have a holistic way of assessing the employee. All right, so let's quickly switch back to the slides. One moment. Okay, so lastly, I would like to show you some of our detailed analytics. Okay, so these are very, very detailed analytics. So you have, first of all, the 9-box analysis. Okay, you are able to see where all your employees in the company is actually sitting, who are the non-performer, unrealized potential, achievers, star performers also as well. So you'll be able to see, and we hope to push everybody towards the star performers. So we have analytics like the strength and weaknesses. Okay, so this actually helps with understanding what are some of the training courses that you would like to actually introduce to the company as well. we have gap perception analysis. This is very, very, very important because when they are doing training and they are able to see what is the gap between how they think of themselves and how other people think of them. All right, and of course, as always, we have the goal status, right? So who are the people who are on track of the goals? Are they behind and lagging behind the goals? All right, so I would like to conclude by sharing this one special offer. There is a limited time only as a thank you to all our JustLogin customers. Okay, once you sign up, we have a free complimentary employee engagement survey with the usual price of about $3,000. It is all available to new signups from this current tour, okay, the virtual user conference of 2020. Okay, if you sign up before the end of this month. So you can give me a call and I'll have you set up, all right? So we have, what this actually survey does is actually, we have won multiple consecutive years of Great Place to Work, and we would like to share with you some standard practices that our other industries are actually adopting. So it helps with understanding the pulse, all right, the engagement that you have with your current employees, how they are sensing the sentiment of your companies, are they proud to be part of your company, all right? So we will love to be able to help you have a better glimpse of that in your company and the situation and how we can move forward from there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I'll have you set up. Whenever you are ready, we can always get you set up, and hopefully by the end of this month, yeah? So thank you for your time. With that, I'll end my presentation. Thank you so much for indulging me. Patricia, over to you.
Thank you so much, Joshua.